We've got breaking developments coming in from Bengal. Today, remember, is the 2nd of May, which BJP is celebrating as or commemorating as 1 year of Bengal Post Poll Violence. Bharatiya Janata Party workers have put up posters in Dharmatala in Kolkata, marking 1 year of post poll violence in the state. Tamal, my colleague, is now joining us for more details. Tamal, it is a version of, it's a war of narrative versus narrative. BJP is commemorating today as 1 year of post-poll violence and abdication of law and order, while Mamata Banerjee decides to celebrate it as Maati, Maanush Day.
Well, that's right. What you see behind me is a huge gathering of BJP workers who have all assembled here at Shubodh Mollik Square in Kolkata as they plan to take out a protest rally. Now, they are calling it the anniversary of the dark underbelly of Bengal, what they are alleging as violence in the state, and they are specifically terming it as post-poll violence. So at this point in time, several BJP workers have assembled here. Here is BJP MLA Shrirupa ma'am, who is joining us. Ma'am, you BJP workers have all assembled here. You are taking out a protest on 2nd of May, when Mamata Banerjee wants to commemorate that as Maati, Maanush Dibosh. What is the message you are trying to communicate?
Look, since 2nd of May 2021 till date, we have suffered like anything. 166 Karyakartas in this struggle, they have sacrificed their life, and also 56 Karyakartas after 2nd May, they have been brutally murdered. There is n number of women who have been raped and assaulted. They could not even come out in here to register the case. In such a circumstance, although we have completed 1 year, but we cannot even smile. We are so worried. There is so much of fear, homelessness. People have still not returned home. There is rape, there is mayhem happening all over West Bengal. We are protesting because we feel there is no peace, there is no justice here.
Well, Trinamool Congress says this is your way of celebrating your defeat, and you are trying to camouflage your defeat, your humiliation, with this protest and allegations of post-poll violence. They are saying the matter is sub judice before the Calcutta High Court. CBI is probing, but you have reached to a conclusion calling them post-poll violence, all unleashed by Trinamool Congress. They are saying this is nothing but BJP's tactic of, in a way, fooling the people.
What the perpetrators are saying, the state machinery, the way they have unleashed the fear in the people, we are not at all interested to know what they are saying, what they are calling, because they are trying to get away by doing this kind of atrocities and injustice among people, poor people who don't know how to fight for themselves. We are on the street because we are standing by the people. This is the voice of the people for which we have come here. Thank you.
Thank you so much for speaking with Times. So I'll ask my camera person, Ronnie Shatra, to focus on the visuals. And as you see, it's a huge gathering of BJP workers who have all assembled and who are all waiting for the protest rally to begin. Now, yes, BJP is calling it 1 year, the first anniversary of post-poll violence, alleging that 2nd of May onwards, there had been mayhem, there had been violence perpetrated by Trinamool Congress and unleashed, terror unleashed on BJP workers on the ground, for which several people have lost their lives. But in the past 1 year, you have also seen the counter coming in from the state government of Mamata Banerjee, where she has first suggested between 2nd of May and 5th of May, when the government was not in power, she had not sworn in. It was the Election Commission at the helm of affairs, and that the Election Commission had failed. So there had been allegations, counter-allegations, but after 1 year, on 2nd of May, as Trinamool Congress wants to celebrate their victory, calling it as a Maati, Maanush Dibosh, but then BJP is trying to remind Bengal, the people of Bengal, that their workers have been displaced, their workers have been suffering, and thus they are seeking justice. If you focus on the visuals, you would see several people holding posters, and interestingly, the posters have mention of Hashkali, the posters have mention of Buktui, the posters have mention of other places where they are alleging that people have suffered, indicating there had been absolute deterioration of law and order situation in the state. I also see several BJP leaders are coming down here, and essentially the protest rally would be led by Shrikanta Majumdar, the state BJP president. Also would be joined by Rahul Sinha. Also would be joined by Shubhendu Adhikari, leader of opposition, and Dilip Ghosh. For BJP, this is simply not a protest rally that they are organizing. They are also trying to give out a message in order to ensure that the ground swelling which they had seen back in 2019 and had suffered in 2021 assembly elections can be once again reorganized and re-strategized upon, and there could be confidence instilled amongst their workers and voters, because after 2021 assembly election there had been series of defections from BJP. Several MLAs have joined Trinamool Congress. Many people did Ghar Wapsi to Trinamool Congress, and many had been suggesting that BJP as a political party had been inflicted with internal battles and fights. So in
कल देखा जा रहा है ममता बनर्जी तृणमूल भवन का उद्घाटन कर रही है, जहां तृणमूल भवन का उद्घाटन है, जहां बंगाल में ये सिचुएशन है, इस समय भवन का उद्घाटन।
देखिए, जिन्होंने बंगाल को संभाल नहीं पा रहा है वो तृणमूल भवन उद्घाटन करके क्या लाभ होगा? कोई फायदा नहीं है। पहले बंगाल का जनता आपको जिम्मेदारी दिया, पहले ममता जी बंगाल को संभले, उसके बाद कोई नया भवन बनाए, कुछ बनाए, हमारा कोई आपत्ति नहीं है। जो बंगाल का भवन को तोड़ दिया, बंगाल का भवन जहां पर टूट रहा है वहीं पर कोई नया भवन तृणमूल पार्टी के लिए, ये मतलब जरासर माने निंदनीय है। हम इसका निंदा करते हैं।
Saw there, like I said earlier, the battle of narratives continues in West Bengal. BJP has not let the ante down ever since the West Bengal assembly elections ended.